strength HP builds, so stats will be the same for both of them throughout.
And Sparkover using the Wario sprite, and Couch 23 using, is that Blinky or Inky?
Ooh, I do not know my Pac-Man ghosts to that degree of specificity. So yeah, it's one of them.
All right, yeah. It's either Blinky or Inky, one of the two. We'll see. They're checking their stats. They're absolutely thrilled with their stats. They're checking their spells. Absolutely thrilled they have nothing. Let's see what's on the outside. Oh, look, it's a swamp star.
Oh goodness. Running back up. Let's make sure we keep our starting gold here and see just how far we're going to get to walk outside of Tantagel.
So it is, they are stuck in the middle of a swamp. Now, I would imagine each of our runners are going to take a little look around, see if they can't find a town to use some of that money in. Or no, Couch is just actually going to go right on the grind.
Yeah, Sparko venturing forth a little further, running into Magicians, not letting her get very far at all. And the Magi Joke, he puts Couch to sleep. Ooh.
Sparkover finding a slime, but the slime kills her before she can do anything.
Yeah, and Couch, meanwhile, after taking a little nap, I think that Magidrake, yep, left him at 1 HP. There's his reset. Beautiful, beautiful start.
All right, so let's see. Can Sparkover find anything this particular direction from start? Nope. And with an agility of 8, you ain't running from much anything.
Now, those Warlocks are very close to Tantagel here. You don't have to go far south at all to enter that next zone.
It does look like Couch is going to do a little bit of exploration here, try to find a town, and runs into a Droll, and the Droll smacks him to a reset.
Yeah, so in a situation like this, I'm wondering, how long are they going to try to preserve their gold, and then at what point do you give up on keeping your gold, and then at what point do you start to be, hey CD, can I get a new seed, please?
Well, all right, so Couch did find slimes. So slimes should be doable, and absolutely at this level. So if Couch gets another one, that's the point I would consider. All right, you know what? Screw it, and just go for the slimes that seem to be around.
Yeah, but Couch making the long walk here northwest, covering a ton of territory, but not a town or a cave. And well, I spoke too soon. Does find a cave.
And it is the Mountain Cave. So, one chest available practically immediately, but is he going to be able to reach it? He doesn't have a lot of agility, so running from things isn't going to be fun.
And just at level 1 and already a Droll Magi. Yeah, that made it so far. But in the end... no,
doesn't even matter.
It did matter a little bit. Couch gained some valuable knowledge. He knows that the Mountain Cave is there. 5 chests for when you eventually get to where you can make it that far. Really great information. And that was kind of a windy path to get there as well. So we'll see if that nice long hero walk and the information garnered from it actually gives him an advantage at some point.
Yeah. Tramp Royale asking in chat, anything other than blue slimes on the menu right now? Nope, we haven't seen much. We haven't even seen a red slime. So we're hunting slimes at this point.
And have to burn 6 of your HP to even start fighting them? Ugh.
Yeah, so really you're essentially starting with 8 HP right off the blocks.
Magicians and Warlocks.
Yeah, it really seems to me like Zone 0 is probably actually in the swamp. So, I mean, do you maybe go north of Tantagel and see if you can't find, maybe a red slime up there and, do 1 red slime per kill?
I mean, I would already be messaging the restreamer. I would already be asking for a new seed. But I'm soft. I'm a marshmallow. Sparkover and Couch, they've been through 5 races already this tournament. They're used to suffering a little more than I am, I'm sure. So maybe they're going to endure and stick it out.
Yeah, the thing is I think Sparkover and Couch have only each seen one blue slime apiece. So, I mean, they know that they're out there, but I don't think that they know that really they're available in any, in any quantity.
Yeah, I mean, we are fast approaching the 6-minute mark with a whopping 0 combined experience points between our 2 racers. No, thank
Yeah,
you.
Couch did get a blue slime kill, but reset out of it, ostensibly to save his gold.
Just given what we've seen, I dare say that the GP is a lost cause. Maybe just buckle down, grin and bear it, move over here to the left, and try to find those blue slimes again.
Now, ghosts, this might actually be possible if you can get a Kaishin. If that is an if. Yeah. So now, they're only going to be able to hit the ghost 2 or 3 times. So and our wonderful tracker or Cyber Dark bringing up the slime stats. Pretty standard slime, 2 HP and fight.
Yep. No surprise breaths, no surprise hurt mores. Just that's the bread and oh my goodness. AK-47 spotted over on Sparkover's screen. No, thank you.
Nope.
Ooh, Couch does find a red slime down here to the southeast, right on the outskirts of yet another swamp.
Oh, now this might be enticing here.
One of our racers is on the board at the 7-minute mark. We have a whopping 2 experience. Let's go. Great going.
All right, and Couch getting a second red slime here. So Couch is going to be within 1 experience of getting to level 1 after this kill, if he can get it. And he does.
7.5 minutes for combined experience. The blue dragon herd you were picking on is red slime, friends, and that's a big Dragon Lord breath.
It has the Wombo combo. It has Sleep, and it has Dragon Lord 2 Breath.
Yeah, Couch not taking a reset this time, accepting that the gold is going to go down the drain, slowly but surely. Coming up here to where he saw that blue slime earlier, going to see if he can run into another one.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to find that slime he found earlier.
Desert tiles have a great encounter rate, but it looks like he might have gone a little too far west. That does not look like a slime zone level monster.
So I'm wondering if the slime is actually part of the zone there to the northern part of that forest.
Hmm.
And Madge Drakey right outside Charlock, which, Couch can't do anything about right now.
Another ghost. Could he take one chance for a Kaishin? No. So 9 minutes in, no levels, 4 combined experience. CD Improv, I know you're in chat here. What did Couch and Sparko do to you that merited such vengeance, such cruelty?
I think what it is what Sparkover did to me, and then I passed that on to CD, and then CD rolled for me.
Oh, it's the circle of life, the cycle of violence.
It is the circle of violence, because Sparkover did not treat me well at all during the Swiss rounds, so, why not repay it just a little bit? And you can see their death counters rising. I mean, so we have 4 total experience, and we have 31 total deaths.
Pretty good average. Couch going for it again with a ghost, hoping to get a Kaishin.
So Sparkover kind of needs to follow Couch's lead here and head down south to where those red slimes are. But, those red slimes look to share a zone with a Baby Breath Druin Lord and, well, a Wombo Combo Blue Dragon.
Absolutely. So I'm really, like you said, I'm wondering exactly where is that square? Where's the little edge of the zone that Couch found that plain Jane slime earlier? Because if he finds one of those, he gets that second level, and maybe this starts to open up a little bit. Trying to make a break south to find the red slime zone again, but does not get past these monsters. Not with these stats, not with no gear whatsoever. Snip, snip, metal scorpions.
So Sparkover getting a nice run through that same area of the world that Couch found earlier and is about to approach what we know to be the mountain cave. But the scorpion says, no.
It looks like wizards are also in that red slime zone. So wizards, the baby breath droll or droll magi, I forget which it was exactly, and the Wombo Combo Blue Dragons, all guarding the only source of experience that has been claimed so far this seed.
Couch trying again to take out a ghost and can't. Now, Sparkover is getting near the zone where we know the red slimes to be.
But a gold man, not quite. Skeleton would be good in a few levels, not yet though.
So once Couch can get one more kill, he's really looking for a hurt spell or a hurt more spell. I mean, just anything to start putting dents in some of these enemies.
Absolutely. He is back to where he found the red slimes earlier. Let's see if he gets a little bit of fortune with his encounters here. Back and forth, back and forth. Where did all the red slimes go? Wizards do have hurt more, by the way. Spying that right quick before Sparko takes another reset.
Yay! So wizards with hurt more and blue dragons with the Wombo combo. Yeah, this could be a fun Sherlock. Sparko deciding to take a walk to the right. Can't find anything.
Couch trying again at a ghost. Not getting it. Only able to do... I believe that with his current strength, it's a 50-50 chance of doing either 0 or 1, except on a Kaishin, of course. So, just sending him back to start. He has burned through all that 700 plus gold he started with. Sparko is still doing a great job of preserving that 593 she has, but just not finding anything really killable yet.
Nope, and the Warlocks also have hurt more. That's fun. Up to NG, were the slimes way out on the map? No, I remember correctly. The slimes were in the mountains just to the west of Tantagel.
Yeah,
but,
I think
the rest of that zone sucks. But the slimes were west of Tantagel. I think they were in the mountains. Now they could have been in the northern woods there, but I thought they were just right there in the mountains in the desert to the west of Sherlock.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I think they're really close to the west. I just think that our runners here have not had good luck finding them ever since that one we peaked earlier.
Yeah, and Beta Strep hits the point exactly in chat. The problem is that the blue slimes and red slimes are in zones where everything else is going to murderize them.
Yeah, Couch over here, going around this little inlet this little peninsula. I think that he saw one there earlier, and so he's pretty sure there's a blue slime here somewhere.
I think there is.
Yeah, well,
There it is.
there we go. Level 2 incoming.
All right, so let's see what we get here for level 2. Ooh, nice. 10. Oh, look at this. 10 power and 13 agility. That's fantastic.
It's a really, really great bump. That's going to open up Couch's grind options here. Those ghosts that he was whiffing on earlier, much better option now. I've never seen 5 XP make such a huge difference in any game before.
Yeah, this is definitely now. Ghosts are opened up, and I think even the magicians will be opened up now. So now you just hang around that little forest there and start beating things as much as you can.
Yeah. So at 15 minutes in, one of our racers finally hits level 2 and opens the seat up a little bit. But Magic Drakey, no, don't get too big for your britches here. Gonna put you to sleep and just buffet you with its wings. So Z-Man, last night when we were commentating together, I thought that we had, just stumbled upon a really long and rude seed, one that went nearly 2 hours. And now tonight, I clearly had no idea what lay in store.
Yeah, these type of starts do happen in Dragon Warrior Randomizer, especially when you get low roll of strength like we have, and a swamp start. Yeah, so some of these can absolutely be quite interesting to start. And it looks like Sparkover got through that second little, patch of swamp, but doesn't find anything except for a wizard.
Here's a magician. Hitting for 3 at a time. It'll take at most 4 hits for Couch to get through this, possibly fewer. Only 3. And more than doubles the XP earned this seed, just like that. So, slowly but surely, we're building a little momentum here.
Yep, so now a ghost or a magician will get Couch to level 3 and hopefully get this seed really and truly underway. We'll see what he gets.
Yeah. A whole lot of fortune earned just by finding those 2 red slimes early to get the 4, knowing where to keep hunting to find the plain slime. And level 2 is just, you wouldn't think you'd be this excited about 15 strength and 21 agility, but after going through that level 1 for 15 minutes, Couch has to feel good.
And there we go. Couch getting to level 3. Let's see what we get here at level 3. 1 power. 1.
14
but we
MP
get a spell.
And the hurt spell.
All right, now it's time to do some damage. So this opens up a lot of things. This opens up certainly the scorpions that Sparkover saw. This opens up the metal scorpions that are just to the west of Tantagel. That opens up the skeletons that are to the south of Tantagel. So this opens up a lot of things.
Persistence has paid off in this situation. I would have surrendered the seed ages ago. So, but even just level 3 here, all that the extra strength and agility we got at level 2, the hurt spell here at level 3, yeah, slowly but all these options now on the table.
Yep, and Couch is just going to sit here and get himself to level 4 relatively quickly. Being able to hurt these ghosts, hurt these, magicians. I think the Magidrakes are certainly hurtable here. Magidrakes have sleep, though. But yeah, certainly should be able to get some levels relatively quickly at this point.
And there's level 4. 6 power, 10 strength, 9 HP. Another new spell. Oh, there it is. There it is.
And he's going right to where he saw those Druid Lords. And he's like, all right, bring it on. And there's a skeleton. That'll get, I think, if my math is correct, that'll get Couch to level 5.
And still has 1 hurt more in the tank for whatever else crosses his path here.
Nice hit point level there.
Ooh, and a knight. That is a primo target.
Yep, that is one of the enemies you want to see when you get an early hurt more, because it will definitely go down to 1 hurt more. And it gives a
10, 15, 13,
at
3.
this level. Spell.
Sorry, you cut out there, Seaman?
The spell of sleep with this particular level.
Oh, gotcha. Speaking of sleep, werewolves are rocking that as well. So, don't take them too lightly.
So this Sherlock is looking interesting, with werewolves with sleep, wizards with hurt more, and blue dragons with the wombo combo. Ooh, this armored knight is fantastic for Couch. Oh, but he doesn't go after it because he can take 1 physical from these armored knights and kill it with 2 hurt mores. That would have been a fantastic kill.
Well, he may have to try that next time. Not making it through, ran from the first one, the second one stopped him in his tracks, but just knowing that those are right here, this close to Tantagel, and having hurt more, I think that is a very appealing grind. You may only be able to get 1 per life before you get sent back, but it's just such good XP.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, well, of course, then they only have 48 agility, so on occasion you will get back attacked by the armored knights.
But at least we don't have to walk far to find them.
Sparkover trying to take down a ghost, and can't do it, unfortunately.
Couch heading west again, into the desert. Ooh, a Droll Magi.
Droll Magi is another juicy enemy for hurt more. Gives you a decent amount of experience and will definitely go down in 1 hurt more. Swizzard asking in chat, why is Sparko still level 1? This is not a very kind start at all. So she just hasn't found the slimes and red slimes that Couch did in order to get himself to level 1, which came with a nice strength boost, which then allowed him to get to level 2 and 3 quickly, and level 3 gave us hurt more, and away Couch goes.
Oh, I was so excited. Sparkover got the Kaishin on the ghost, but it still was not enough to finish it off. Like, I thought that was the final, the bit of luck that was going to break her way and let her, climb back in this, but it just was not quite enough to finish that ghost off.
Now, it looks like you're going to need 2 Kaishins on a ghost, which is, doable. Rare, but doable.
Yeah, so just to reiterate, the place where Couch was able to find that early XP, there are blue slimes in a zone just a little to the west of Tantagel, but again, surrounded with tons of other nasty enemies. And there are red slimes, a small hero walk to the southeast, but there you also have Hurtmore Wizards, you have Blue Dragon Wombo combo. It took a lot of luck to get that first level. We didn't even see it until, what, the 15th minute?
Yeah, something along those lines. Ooh, speaking of first things, we have a town on Couch's side.
Yeah, right next to the Jerk Cave at that. So Couch has now not only gotten the levels, he's found Mountain Cave, Jerk Cave, and whatever this town is.
Goldman with Stop Spell. There we go. Can he get there? He gets to the town, and it is Breckenary. All right, I'm not gonna say anything bad about it.
No. With how this scene's been going, we're
Yeah.
thrilled to see Breckenary. Motel 6, baby.
Absolutely. Cheap in, and you can load up on some herbs. Absolutely, you're happy to see this.
They left the light on for us.
Ooh, with a copper sword and a chainmail. That's nice.
You gotta love, though, that if you... also surrounded by swamp. Both places where humans live in this particular world of Alifgard, surrounded by swamp.
Couch getting to level 7. Oh my god.
27 strength. Oh my lord.
Well, that's quite the level 7 there. That's a really nice strength upgrade there for Coucher.
Yep, green dragons here on the way to yet another cave. Oh, and it dodges the hurt more. The green dragon with, I believe, the 1 in 16 hurt resistance, right?
Usually, yeah, 1 in 16 hurt resistance. And, of course, it doesn't die to the first hurt more and sends Couch back to start.
Oh, sorry, it's 2 in 16. I was wrong. But still, that 1 in 8 chance of the evade and then not even getting the full damage, enough to kill it. I mean, Couch is in the driver's seat here, but that's still so annoying.
Yeah, at 61 strength, no problem taking out that Magidrakey.
Little vengeance for how much it cast sleep earlier in the seed.
Yep. So I bet you Couch is now going to try to find his way back up to that mountain cave he saw earlier on his hero run.
Yeah, still no means of healing. I didn't see him buy herbs when he was in Breckenary. So if he goes there, still has to hope that you don't run into any kind of wombo combo like that blue dragon. Nothing that's going to deplete all your resources. Ideally, just things that you can either hit with this massive strength score or one shot with the hurt more. But he's going to go for it. Ghost, one of those things very easy to one shot at this point. Axe Knight, great target for Hurtmore.
Yeah, Axe Knights are one of those enemies that may or may not go down with a Hurtmore, but if you can get them down with one, nice experience boost. And speaking of nice boost, another nice agility boost here. Agility is really pretty high for level 8. Now, that's a really nice stat.
Absolutely. Although, a lot of people say that, and a magic key, that opens up a lot of options back in Tentagel already.
Yeah, that's huge.
But yeah, the nice thing about the agility too is, although, it's just a number, who knows how frequently you get to run away and everything. But even just overall reducing the chances of a surprise attack when you have hurt more and you don't have any means of healing, very nice with this build. Glass cannon, but if the glass cannon shoots first, you're good to go.
Yep. And another nice little bit of gold there, and a cursed belt. That's big. So now we know two of the search spots will have something in them.
Ooh, a backup key as well.
Oh boy.
And a torch for the last item. So I wonder if Couch intends to keep exploring or if he's going to just burn his last MP and take the Death Warp. Check out that treasury. Stock up on keys at the key shop and check out what's underneath the castle.
Yeah, that's what I would do. And, and as Night Dew references in chat, there was a flame sword and a silver shield in Breckenary. I would absolutely take a Death Warp here, and I would pray for a gold grind.
Oh, and if you want a Death Warp, here's someone who will send you home in a hurry. Thank you, Golem.
Yep. And with that attack, that is absolutely what he wanted to do, is just get sent back to start as quickly as possible.
Now, if he does do the gold grind, it's not just child's play to get back to Breckenary. We do have to go through a zone teeming with armored knights.
Okay, that was a broadsword, which is an herb. Okay, that was an herb.
Oh, that was
Bamboo pole.
which is the
Oh, it's
Erdrick's token. All right.
token. That's big. Bamboo pole, which is fairy water. Bamboo pole, which is the fighter's ring. Nice.
Well, good news and bad news. Getting the token in the fighter's ring is pretty nice, but no gold grind. So Couch at this point probably hoping that there's something underneath here in the stairs leading under Tantagel that actually gives access to that grind just for those goodies that are for sale in Breckenary.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, hopefully, ideally, it would be the Stones of Sunlight cave with gold in it. So you can just gold grind and not have to worry about taking a death. And then, the next best thing would be the Grave of Garen, and then the next best thing would be the Swamp Cave, which leads to the back of Garenham.
And it is the Grave of Garen. All right, so 5 more chests in here. We got the key.
And three easy-ish attempts for a gold grind right on the top floor.
Here's something that you may know that I definitely do not. Of the total chest pool in Dragon Warrior Randomizer, how many of them contain gold? Is it random each seed, or is there a fixed number? I mean, we found one here.
I want to say it's 5.
And Couch not choosing to grind the chest. It looks like he's trying to figure out exactly what he picked up from that Axe Ghost and from the other item.
I am a little surprised Couch isn't going for the gold grind here.
He seems to be far more interested in... Okay, I can actually appreciate this. So there's still 2 chests down here that he probably can make it to, and that gold grind is on the table anytime he wants it now. The 3 in the throne room, the 4 in the treasury, that northeast one of those 3. Anytime Couch wants to gold grind, he can.
That's true.
I don't hate the going straight for the dive here, just to find out what's down here.
High Spirits is under the impression that Couch might actually have the sword and not know it.
Check your equipment menu, Couch.
All right, that's wings, but that ain't wings. That's an herb.
That must be an herb or a key right there, I guess. Making his way down to the final chest. I suppose that is one advantage of using... Well, Couch isn't right here, of course, but using one of the sprites that automatically gets the sword added on whenever you pick it up. No need to go check your menu then. You know you got it.
That's true.
Final chest. Is that really the armor? Oh, he does not have the sword or the armor. That one was just a death necklace. And whatever he got earlier must have been an herb or a key.
Yeah, it had to have been. Oh, I wonder if he's going to try to walk back to that gold chest now. Because that gold chest hasn't gone away. It hasn't gone anywhere. He might walk back to that gold chest.
That is a little risky, because of course, the worst case scenario is you get back to that gold chest, you grind, and then you die while trying to walk back out the rest of the way.
Well, at that point, then you just double the gold, right? So instead of, because the silver shield and the flame sword are both in Breckenary, instead of taking 25,000 gold, you take 50,000 gold, and if you die, you die. It's an extra minute or so, but given this hellacious start, I think you kind of have to do it just to get the equipment here.
Well, that's easy for us to say here in the commentator's booth, because we know that Sparko has not found those lucky few red slimes and plain slimes that got Couch that first level and got the ball rolling. If you're Couch and you didn't get level 2 until the 15th minute, are you really inclined to grind 50,000 gold?
With that start, absolutely. I mean, so from a runner's perspective, with that start, I would think getting level 2 at 15 minutes is about average. So, and there's the outside spell.
Still choosing not to grind. Instead, going to purposely take a death here by walking in the swamp. Okay.
Yep, just going to go for a refill here.
And let's see if he sets up the grind this time or if he decides to... No, he's moving on. Deciding he does not want that silver shield. He's content with Hurtmore and just his unclothed, ghostly form. Magic friends in chat pointing out, monk mode, no armor allowed. Maybe you can have a bamboo pole and not lose your monkly bonuses. Monkish bonuses. Monastic. That's the adjective I'm looking for.
There you go. Oh, look, another cave just to the south. 2 caves to the south here.
It's the Shrine Cave. I was really hoping this was Swamp North and Swamp South.
You're just evil.
That would be amazing. Have you had a seed where Swamp North, Swamp South were maybe 1 tile apart even? That would be beautiful.
That would be beautiful. I haven't seen it, but
we know this isn't Mountain Cave or Grave. We've been to both of those. I'm not seeing any encounters.
This is the Tablet Cave. He's trying to do the Tablet Cave in the dark and get to the first floor. And given that he has the outside spell, this isn't a dangerous thing at all. You know, if he has a map, then he can just follow the map and life is good.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. I bonk my way. Bonk, 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 bonk. I will get this chest. No matter what.
And he gets to the chest, and the chest has the silver harp.
That's very convenient. Look how convenient that is.
That's, yeah, just go right north, pick up your Staff of Rain.
I feel like that old man wasn't really sending us on a proper quest. You must go find the harp. It's really far away, I promise.
It's right here.
Couch has found the bottom edge of the map, it appears.
It does appear as such. Ooh, Magiwyverns are nice with a Hurt More spell. They will definitely go down to 1 Hurt More spell and give you 83 experience. Very nice enemy to see. Oh, look, and look, another one. Star Grasper asks, oh dear, what's happened that Sparko is so far behind? Well, this seed is not a nice start. Couch did a little exploration and found a zone with killable red slimes, which is where he's gotten the advantage. Sparkover, unfortunately, hasn't found the zone with the red slimes in it, and she's only seen 1 blue slime and hasn't seen another one. So she just hasn't, Sparko hasn't seen the enemies she needs to get her kills, unfortunately.
Yeah, and even that 5 XP for level 1 makes a huge difference. We saw plus 10 strength and plus, 13 agility at level 2, and that immediately enabled Couch to beat up nearby magicians and ghosts, and hurt more, I believe, at level 3, along with a decent MP bump, and from there it was all just it just snowballed.
Beefy Curry wants to know how far away are the red slimes. They are basically in this zone where Couch is right now with the fun police.
Yeah. If you see that swamp there that Couch just passed through, the very northeastern tip of it on the plains is where Couch found his 2 red slimes earlier.
And, you know, given just how much Sparko has searched around and stuff, I'm shocked she hasn't run back into that slime yet.
And she's had multiple fights here with these ghosts where, you know, she had one with a Kaishin earlier that just wasn't quite enough to finish it off. Had whiffed with the 0 hits a little before then. So really looking to see a Kaishin and, you know, just that 1 or 2 extra damage to be able to finish one off here.
And Couch confirming for us that really the only way to go in this seed is to the west and then north. So you do have to go through that desert where the Axe Knights are, or not Axe Knights, Armor Knights, to make it anywhere in this seed, I do believe.
Well, I think Couch found another swamp down here south that he wasn't able to fully explore, just because, again, in spite of his damage output, he has no real means of recovery. I think he has a few herbs he's found. He didn't stock up when he was in Breckenary. So Glass Cannon doesn't work so well in the Everglades.
Guelph in chat asking how long it took Couch to get level 2. We're pretty sure it was somewhere in the area of 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was like right at the 15th minute, he landed that level. And it was kind of funny because he had been at 4 XP for a while from the 2 red slimes, and then had to spend another probably about 5 minutes hunting down that final 1 experience from a wayward normal slime.
Yeah, the blue slimes over here the blue slimes are in the same enemy group here as this armored knight is, and it's 20%. It is not a high percentage.
Couch, meanwhile, hitting level 10. Another new spell. The stat gain's not really impressive that level, but does finally have a means of restoring HP. Picked up heal, and I believe he picked up stop spell that turn as well.
Yeah. So, two zonks as far as stats go, but that heal spell is very nice.
Yeah, it definitely makes some of these big swampy zones a lot more explorable than they were previously.
All right, so I believe this is the farthest north we've seen any of our runners yet at this point. Oh, and a wizard hits Couch back to start.
Well, when you're a glass cannon and the foe you're fighting resists your your blast to a degree of 15/16 hurt resistance by the wizards.
Indeed.
Yeah, not gonna make it that far if you don't get a lucky run. But now, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't there a cave northwest of Breckenary that Couch saw, but was slain before he could quite reach?
Was the mountain cave.
Oh.
There's a little lake there that just kind of cuts off the mountain. It's all in that same general vicinity, the mountain cave, Breckenary, and what was that cave that was right there? The Jerk, I think that was.
Gotcha. Because I remember Couch found the mountain cave first, but didn't see Breckenary and had to loop back.
Now that's also terribly unlucky. Sparkover has gotten to this set of mountains before and didn't encounter the metal slime that Couch just did. If Sparkover can maneuver her way back there, a metal slime with only 5 strength, a metal slime is not coded to run away. So if Sparko can land 3 hits before the metal slime lands enough hits to kill her, she could get that 255 experience and get a couple of those levels right back.
Oh yeah, that 255 would be a huge bump right here. I mean, that would put her right at level 6. You'd have the Hurt More spell. You'd have very nice strength and agility gains. One metal slime could make the huge difference here.
Yeah. And meanwhile, another town here on Couch's side, we have the town of Garenham.
Tantagel, Breckenary, Garenham. Every one of them is in the swamp. Alifgard is set in Florida, this seed, clearly.
Clearly.
Just gold. Stones of Sunlight.
Oh, wow. So Couch now has everything he needs to put the rainbow drop together.
And absolutely no gear equipped on his body. I'm not even sure he ever equipped the fighter's ring, now that I think about it. Oh, okay. It has the E on it. I guess he did.
Yeah, but this is an interesting course of events here.
Here's Swamp South.
Yep, so an outside spell will get him to Swamp North. Oh, he's going to try to walk through it. Oh, Sparkover finds the blue slime.
Here we go. There we
So
go. Sparko's on the board. She knows where to hunt them down now.
Yep, and she's just going to go back and forth right there. Now, of course, she's going to find that a lot of these enemies will take her out, but she at least knows where to go.
And Couch, after fighting that fight, did cast outside, finds a Demon Knight right outside the cave, and manages to run away before it can take him down. Looks to be on the western edge of the world map, wherever this cave spat him out.
So, quick recap of what we know, real quick. We do know there is one cursed belt in the seed, and we do know that the token was in a chest in the grave of Garenham. So that means that either the Overworld Swamp search spot, the Hawksness search spot, or the Coal search spot will be a bust. There will be nothing there. So that is absolutely official. So 2 of the 3 will have either the Fairy Flute or the Erdrick's Armor, and the 3rd will be a bust. We just don't know which is which yet.
And speaking of busts, this second continent looking suspiciously empty, but also this swamp here looking a little familiar. I'm wondering if this is the swamp that Couch looped around to through the southeast earlier. That he couldn't quite make it all the way through. Could just be one big continent this seed.
Looks like he picks up the spell of Radiant at level 11.
Not a bad pickup. I believe he burned his last torch when he entered Swamp South, so... But we don't have a whole lot of caves left at this point, now that I think about it.
Do we have any?
No, but we do have a town.
Stones of Sunlight Cave we have yet. And we have the town of Hawksness.
But Couch is down to one lonely MP, so will not be casting Hurt more, will probably not be beating up the tile enemy with his bare fists, choosing to walk it back. We can visit this place later.
And this is... Oh, there's the Vanilla Stones of Sunlight Cave, so we've seen all the caves now.
Yep, all caves are done. So not seen Cole, not seen Cantlin, not seen Rimmaldar, actually. Couch's keys came from dungeon diving.
Oh, this would be a real kick to some to some tender areas if the only thing over here was Hawksness.
Yeah, and it looks like we found... Yeah, we were on the western edge of the map when we came out of the... I say we, Couch. The little focused in here because this is where the new information's coming from at this point. But yeah, not wanting to tackle Hawksness without at least a Hurtmore in the tank.
Yeah, and I can't blame him for that. And the Wizard's going to send him back to start, so he'll get the refill there. I was going to say, Couch is obviously thinking about something. I'm not sure what he's thinking, but he's thinking about something.
Heading back to the southeast. I'm curious if he did recognize that swamp and this does loop around to Hawksness, or if there's something that he didn't quite cover on the map here earlier.
Yeah, I think he definitely thinks that there's something that he hasn't checked in this particular vicinity, and I thought he had checked everything down here.
I'm fairly certain this swamp links right up there next to Hawksness. But Couch being a little greedy here, choosing not to heal up between these fights. I would not be taking random encounters with only 27 HP. Heal up.
And then this particular swamp just leads right back to Tantagel, I think. And yeah, I don't think this is. And he's going to take a Death Warp.
Yeah, uncertain what he was looking for there.
Yeah, and the lack of using herbs or the heal spell is also interesting to me.
Either way, we have reached a combined 120 deaths as Seed. Well played, CD Improv.
A couple more deaths, and Sparkover will be at the mythical 100 deaths by one runner. Vuvitz, this is single elimination. Best 2 of 3 don't start until the semifinals.
Choosing to pop a few herbs this time after getting dunked on minorly by that armored knight. Couch making his way clockwise around the continent again, passing by Breckenary here, and approaching the Jerk Cave. He does have all the requirements to go ahead and trade in for his Rainbow Drop, free up a few inventory slots if he so chooses.
Yep. Of course, we haven't seen Charlock yet. Minor inconvenience there.
Speaking of minor inconveniences, the Fun Police. Oh, Couch manages to escape with just 3 HP to spare, gets his Rainbow Drop, and still not a single piece of equipment.
You know, that always makes you feel real good when you get all of the pieces of the Rainbow Drop before you have a shred of clothing on your body or a weapon in your hand.
And Sparko does find a second slime here.
Doubles her experience. So I think by this point she knows that the slimes are part of this zone here where the desert is. So I think she's going to definitely be going there as much as she can.
Couch, meanwhile, does find Cantlin, choosing to stay at the inn, make sure he has full HP and MP for this, for walking on broken glass, to see if it's the coordinates that includes one of either the armor or the flute, or if this is the empty spot. And we already seen Hawksness, not seen Cole.
And High Spirits pointing out in chat that, you know, just keep in mind that Sparko has been on that western edge there a lot. And has only encountered the 3 total slimes.
And we will not be rescuing Princess Waylon today unless you want to do it for swag points. No search spot on the world map. The flute and the armor are in Cole and in Hawksness, respectively. Well, not respectively. Could be one or the other, but it's in the 2 of them.
Indeed. Now, watch, just because this seed, it's either going to be something, it's either going to be an Axe Knight in that, you know, trap tile in Hawksness, or it's going to be a red dragon, and this is a level 16 Healmore seed.
Ugh. I mean, I'd like to see that at this point, just because it'll take that kind of rudeness I would really like to see Sparko be able to get back in this. We really need to see these slimes pop up for her. If there's a ghost, we want to see those Kaishins. Just get that level 2, and let's get this ball rolling.
Oh, Sparko finding a third slime.
So we want to see, can we get number 4?
And Couch finding the town of Coal. Let's see what we have here in the search spot.
All right, well, it's Flute in Hawksness. At this point, we know that the Erdrick sword is in Charlock, but
It has to be.
Where's Charlock?
In Alifgard.
Which is apparently in the state of Florida. We figured that out with all these swamps.
We've already determined that. So somewhere in the lovely state of Florida. In chat, also point out we forgot that there is a chest in Rimmildar it could still be in. We forgot, we haven't seen that.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, that would honestly be pretty funny if Couch were to dive Charlock hoping for it, and it was in. Well, I guess we find out we have found Rimmildar. It's yet another swamp-based community.
All right, let's see what is here in the town of Rimmildar.
Checking that key count right quick.
Certainly has enough gold to go get himself some more keys after he checks this chest, and it is just some wings. So we will be playing the pyramid tonight. Charlock Castle will have the sword. It'll either be in the pyramid that is the Charlock Treasury, or it could be in the vanilla location. That is assuming it's in the pyramid. It could be at the judge's table. Oh, and a green dragon sends Couch back to start.
I just had a wild idea, Z-Man, that
Yes.
If we are ever commentating a seed together where it's a grind to level 19 or 20, and that's literally all the racers are doing for the last 20 minutes or so, I think we do need to pull up a list of $25,000 pyramid categories and just play that back and forth on comms during the grind part.
I might be game for that. especially if the sword happens to be in Charlock, that would just be appropriate.
Thematically appropriate. That's what we're here for, right?
Indeed. Of course, what would be even better if Ferron Burgundy were involved in the broadcast somehow, because Ferron Burgundy is a noted game show fanatic.
Oh, excellent.
And we have blue slime number 4 and number 5. Sparkover is going to get her level finally. After 58 minutes and 106 deaths, Sparkover will get level 2.
There's that 10 power and 13 speed. You love to see it. This opens her options way up. I'm not sure if necessarily she's breathing a sigh of relief right now, but it's definitely some kind of weight lifted from her shoulders. That is for sure.
Yeah, indeed. Now she's going right back to the area where she knows she's got some ghosts and some magicians that she is going to take some revenge on.
And Couch, meanwhile, has not, I don't believe he's seen Charlock yet, but he still has choices to make. Does he do a gold grind for a silver shield and a flame sword to help him get down to the Erdrick sword? How and where does he grind his levels? These armored knights in the desert are kind of appealing. I dare say they're probably at a 40% encounter rate based on what we've seen. I'm not positive though.
It would seem like a nice grind spot. I mean, and even the Droll Magi's in that area aren't terrible either. So, yeah, this would be a nice spot to grind, especially given. So, if you take a look at Couch's MP here at level 11, MP at level 11 is really pretty terrible.
Oh yeah, 50. That's only 6 heal mores. Does buy some extra keys though. I thought he might go ahead and initiate a gold grind while he was in that half of the castle, but clearly not.
And meanwhile, Sparkle about to kill this ghost and reach level 3, which will have the hurt spell, and she'll be very, very happy to get hurt.
I think we've all gotten hurt by this seed, C-Man.
Very good point. And now 3 more levels, and she will, or 2 more levels, 3 or 2 more levels, and she will have her hurt more, and then we'll definitely be extracting some revenge on this seed.
Oh, yeah, and that metal scorpion kill gonna go a long distance toward gaining that. Boom! There is hurt more for Sparkover.
And now it's time to torch things.
And, you know, it may be easy to discount Sparkover at this time just because of how rude RNG was to her this seed. But the thing is that it was likewise very rude to Couch at the start, and he has no idea how she's doing at this point. Couch could feel just as behind, and if this leads him to gamble to go charge into Sharlock before he has the required levels to take a Dragon Lord wipe or two, this can very easily swing the pendulum the other way. So it seems bleak, but things are not over by a long shot.
Yeah, agreed. And especially considering how, I mean, once Couch got the seed going, it didn't take him long to get everything he needed to get the rainbow drop. So if Sparkle gets some good quote-unquote search luck here, she could be right back in this.
And she knows this night location, which is a very good spot to throw these Hurtmores around. But meanwhile, Couch has found Sharlock. Oh, look, it's surrounded by swamp.
Everything's in a swamp in this seed. This is definitely the Floridian seed.
And I think north of there is actually where Hawksness was, so this does appear to have been 2 continents. It did not loop around to the southeast like I thought it did. That looks very, very familiar up there north of Sharlock.
Sparkover getting level 6.
I will know, by the way, that Couch is here diving Sharlock, presumably to get the Erdrick Sword. Does not have Healmore. Does not have any weapon whatsoever. Does have really good agility. But that's just a number, I've heard.
It is. You know, you got to think at some point between here and... You got to think at some point between here and the bottom floor, he's going to get hung up. So, and Sparkle reaching level 7.
But in any case, assuming he does not get hung up, chat, get your guesses in for that sword location. $50, $100, $150, $200, $250, $300, or the judge's table.
And Sparkover finding the cave we know to be the mountain cave.
And Couch runs into a red dragon with big dragon breath that is chomping and breathing and not letting him run. He does get away with 19 HP, already down to 9 MP here. Erdrick's Armor's going to help out, but it's a long way to go down to that treasure vault.
So also an interesting thing to point out here. We know that Sherlock is teaming with things that just aren't good. The blue dragons have the wombo combo. They have sleep and they have the big breath. We now know red dragons have the big breath. We know wizards have hurt more. This is not an easy dive here.
Absolutely. And with that hurt more, Couch is out of hurt mores, can cast 1 more heal. And that's it. Has a few herbs to his name. managing to get away from that Armored Knight, and there are the last of Couch's MP. That one can't be used to cast any spell. And the blue dragons we also know have Wombo combo, but Couch escapes.
Yeah, Couch is getting some really good RNG here when it comes to his running. Now, I'm a little surprised. We'll see. We'll see what he does. He might go Judge's Table first, because the Judge's Table is technically quicker to get to. And he should have less encounters getting to the Judge's Table than going all the way down. So this might be actually one of those times where a dive to the Vanilla Sword location first makes sense.
Yep,
but now he's going to do the traditional route.
Yep. And getting away from multiple blue dragons, first try, if a single blue dragon holds him up, he is in trouble. They have the Wombo combo, they have Sleep plus Dragon Lord Breath. So getting away from those blue dragons first try, probably the most lucky thing that could happen for Couch right now.
Now, Sparkover is very close to finding the town of Breckenary, but I don't think she has the HP to get there.
Oh yeah, can't walk through more than 2 swamp tiles. One Armored Knight trying to block Couch from hitting these 6 chests. Blocked in the front twice. And he gets away. 2 herbs to burn, gonna use both of them. And get to looting.
There's some gold. There's an herb. There's some wings. There's the sword.
$200 takes it.
That is hands down one of the most fortunate dives I have seen down here in a long time.
Oh yeah, Couch ran out of MP several floors back, ran from multiple enemies that could have ended this dive in its tracks, especially those blue dragons. Again, just having the Wombo combo, having the Sleep plus the big breath. Very, very fortunate.
And Sparkover does enter the mountain cave and does get a key.
And I will say, by the way, that it sounds like I'm saying that Couch is just getting lucky here. He's not. He has put in the work into this game over the past few months. He saw the run by Sparkover and Silverfire at RPG Limit Break, decided that looks like fun, I'm going to give it a go. And he's put in the time and effort. This seed, though, with how rude it is, luck breaking his way definitely made an impact, but don't discount Couch's skills. He will shock you.
Oh, agreed. That, as it is with any randomizer, luck is certainly a factor. It is with any randomizer. And on occasions that, RNG does seem to favor one runner over another. That's the way RNG works sometimes. Has RNG been in Couch's favor? Absolutely it has. But he's also done the plays needed to get to where he is.
Absolutely. He explored, he paid close attention to those encounters. When he found the red slime, he stayed there. He remembered where he'd seen the blue slime and immediately went back there. And it may have broken his way early, but he had the talent to capitalize on that good luck. And
yes,
meanwhile,
exactly.
Sparkover, amazing at Dragon War. We all know Sparkover just kills it. But the Seed just was not giving her what she needed at the start. Could not... Right. Saw where the plain slimes. I keep calling them blue slimes just because I want them to feel special. They're cute. But just could not find them. Every time you'd hope to see a blue slime, nope, Armored Knight. Every time you get a Kaishin on a ghost, nope, not quite enough. 2 more HP to go. Just terribly unlucky, but she's persevered through it the entire way.
And she's making very good headway in this seed. I mean, she's got her keys. She's now about to hit the fourth chest here in the grave, which I believe was something. Oh, an herb. Okay, Couch getting to level 13. Oh, look at these. Look at this. Look at this board lighting up here.
Yeah, all of a sudden, a whole lot of orange and green.
But still no heal more spell. That's a slight problem.
With agility this high, I can't see him doing a gold grind at this point for a silver shield. Maybe pick up a large shield just through the gold that he innately gains. from grinding?
I would absolutely look for a shield of some sort. I mean, even if it's just a small shield, that's something. Oh,
Yeah.
apparently he has a large shield. Oh, we missed it.
Oh, okay, well that'll do. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
With agility already in the green and Healmore not even being on the board, yeah, we're going to see that defense go up quite a few more notches.
And it looks like Couch is going to...
NPC, true final boss. Just blocking the path.
I think this was the Swamp Cave. I think he's going to go take a look and see what the spike tile here is in the Swamp Cave.
Makes a lot of sense. The walking all the way to Hawksness, no, that's not happening.
No, this is definitely a check. Yeah, casting the spell of Radiant, this is a check for the spike tile.
Yeah. I just meant that the other spike tile is way too far away to be a really good grind.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, speaking of really good grind, Armored Knight, pretty good grind here.
The slightly annoying thing, though, is that if Couch wants to heal up at the end, he can't cast outside to do it, because that puts him out the wrong end of the Swamp Cave.
Yeah, he would have to walk out.
Ooh, and the Armored Knight dodging that hurt more.
And Sparko going to try to Death Warp out of here once she exhausts all her resources. And of course, she's not finding anything that can actually kill her. She's going to go back a zone or two. Now, I believe Couch had to go to the next floor to find the golem that killed him, I think.
Yeah, it's always funny when you really want to Death Warp, but you're just too darn strong, and all the enemies either don't hurt you or just run from you. It's like, no, kill me over here, do it now.
Oh, look, a Drakey. Where the heck were these Drakeys earlier?
They are apparently an endangered species after all these bracket matches that have been going on.
Beta Strep also noting the very thick irony here. You know, the one time she wants to die, after dying 111 times in this seed, the one time she wants to die, she can't find anything to kill her.
The Rogue Scorpion's trying its best. Slowly but surely.
And Sparko kills the Rogue Scorpion first. This'll do it.
Well, you say that. Sparko, you're too strong.
Sparko too strong.
All right, here we go. Another sleep-inducing scorpion. There we go. Finally gets to go back to start.
Finally, death takes her back to start. Finally, the one time she wants to die.
So Couch here, fast approaching level 14. Going to take, I believe, 4, maybe 5 more of these Armored Knights.
Let's see. After this one, he'll be at...
Yeah, I'll take 4.
I think it'll be 3. Yeah, 3 more now. I think it's 3 more now.
Yeah. Well, you get a little bump, a little 4 XP bump from that guy. That won't quite make a difference. So he should hit level 14 on this dive before he has to go back and heal up. Long as these Armored Knights don't roll a whole bunch of 1/16th hurt dodges.
And Sparkover, by going through the treasury, has found Erdrick's token and the fighter's ring.
Couch getting all these encounters on the one tile to the side of the Armored Knights.
Well, that's the way it happens. But 2 more Armored Knights will take care of level 14 here. Sparko probably fighting this Armored Knight with a very wry, twisted sense of glee on her face.
Vengeance is at hand.
And here comes level 14 for Couch. Let's see what it has in store for him.
All right, 8 power, 10 response, no HP, 1 MP, and a new spell. It was Repel. It was not Heal More. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I need to... Do one of us need to queue out the MTI impression? It was a 0 HP level, right? 0 HP? I love it!
At least HP is the one stat that Couch was good in. So if you take a look at all of that green, now Couch just needs a little more MP. Oh yeah, and the Heal More spell.
Well, he's probably good to go. Levels no later than level 16. So, yeah, good grind tile in right next door.
Yeah, this is definitely a once you get Heal More, you go seed.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to imagine what kind of stats you would have to get at level 15 and 16 to make you still hesitate.
I mean, really, if you get MTI levels of strength and MP, that might make you hesitate a little bit. So basically, if you get nothing but agility, that would make me hesitate. Because, I mean, if we do the math here, right? So 132, essentially, attack power means you're doing 8 to 16 damage for an average of 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from 12, you need, what, 13-ish? 13 to 14 kill. You need 13 to 14 hits, I think, if I'm doing my math right. So 13 to 14 hits, but right now you only have 9 Heal Mores. So the ratio is a little askew. Now you need to do significantly more attacks than you have Heal Mores, and their HP is at such a level that it's borderline how many doubles you're gonna get.
So again, this is actually quite possibly good news for Sparko. If Couch gets nervous knowing how long it took him to get that first level, if he decides to get a little greedy and rush the Dragon Lord before his stats quite merit it, that's Sparko's big chance to catch up. Because we didn't have to go that far afield to find everything we needed. We know that the only thing on the second continent was Hawksness. We know that the only thing there is the Fairy Flute.
Yep. Oh, and we do have Sparko checking out the vendor here for some fairy water. Some cheap fairy water.
After all the time she spent trying to find a weak monster, now she's like, no, I don't want to see you anymore. I've had enough. One thing I do like that Couch is doing here that's a little subtle is that rather than using his MP on heal to heal up, he doesn't mind burning his herbs here. He knows he can get a full stock of 6 in town, and trying to keep it to where he's at, a multiple of 5 with a little left over to be able to keep casting Hurt Mores just to make his grind go a little longer before he has to walk back out to the town and stay at the inn, replenish herbs, etc.
Yep, absolutely. I agree. It's a very good play here. All right, so Sparkover. Which town is this? This is the town. This is Garenham. Sparkover is just about to find the town of Garenham. Oh, there's something we haven't seen. Werewolves have sleep.
Oh, I think we saw it once a long time ago, but that was a very rude timing. Sparko landing that 60 HP hurt more, not enough to finish it, and the werewolf puts her to sleep. That might actually be a blessing in disguise, though. We know that through Garenham, there is the Swamp Cave. We don't need Gwalen the Seed. There's nothing on the search spot. We know that the Swamp Cave leads to a continent that only has Hawksness, which only has a flute. So maybe, being kept away from Garenham, blessing in disguise, perhaps?
Perhaps. The one thing I do want to kind of point out here is Sparkover has not checked south of Tantagel Castle very much, and we know that the Tablet Cave is down there, which holds the Silver Harp, and right to the north of that is the turn-in for the Silver Harp. So that's kind of an area where she is losing a little bit of time. I mean, besides the obvious, is that she hasn't gone south and east of Tantagel Castle a bit.
Yeah, literally 2 squares north of the Tablet Cave is the Harp Cave.
Looks like Couch is doing a little heel walking here, determined to get to level 15 before heading back up into Garenham.
And with 112 HP, the sword giving him attack power 133. I don't think any of the enemies we've seen here in the Swamp Cave, aside from the Spike Tile, can really stop him.
All right, so let's see what we have here. We have 2 power, 5 agility, 5 hit points, 2 magic points.
And heal more.
Boy. And heal more. All right. Oh, boy.
So this is... Yeah.
This is a bit marginal, because right now you're doing... So, by my math, you're doing 8 to 17, which is an average of... Well, it hasn't changed, really. So, it hasn't changed heal mores. I think you got to go another level.
Oh, I think you absolutely have to go another level at least. And this could be what gives Sparko her opportunity. If Couch thinks, I took 15 minutes to get level 2, I've got to gamble, this gives Sparko a huge chance to catch up. Let's see if Couch plays it calm and grinds the level, or if he succumbs to that little bit of a nerve from what we've seen.
Well, and also keep in mind that his first dive down Sherlock was insane.
Yeah,
his running rate was insane. I mean, with all the blue dragons he found, he never once got slept. I mean, I don't know if he can do that again, and it looks like he's not. It looks like he is going to go back and grind, which is absolutely the correct play.
Yeah, playing it safe, 100% the correct decision here. Stings a little bit for Sparko. A great opportunity for her would have been Couch making that attempt right now. Of course, we could get an MPI level at 16, and again, that can make all the difference. Just one Dragon Lord White costs you so much time.
Yep, and I think it bears repeating here that there are blue dragons. Oh, and look at that Sparkover bridge that Sparko
it's
can't
connected
get
to a little island. She was reaching out to it with longing, like I wanna search it, but no.
She was looking over the cliff tops, longing to see what was on that island. But we do have blue dragons in this seed, and blue dragons do have sleep and Dragon Lord 2 breath. If, for all we know, Couch could have 4 or 5 consecutive failed dives, and so could Sparko. For all we know, there's still a lot of RNG left in this seed that could still severely hamper our runners.
Absolutely. Oh, and another cute little Sparko bridge leading to a 1-tile island. Nothing else here, but you know she's gonna search it. You know she's gonna.
Where Night Dew asks, where was Cole again? I believe it was north and east of Breckenary. And Angel FM, is that seriously the COD counter for Sparko? Yes. Yes, it is.
And Sparko walking in place is what
I believe this is a frustration walk.
I mean, I cannot fault her for being frustrated. It did take nearly 1 hour to reach level 2. But, in spite of her frustrations, what she undoubtedly doesn't know right now is that she is still in this. Charlock monsters, very rude setup. Agility, just a number. I have failed to run from any number of Charlock monsters 5 times consecutively. No reason it can't happen to your opponent, Sparko. Don't surrender. Don't give up. You've got a good chance here.
Yeah, she does. I mean, because we do know that this Charlock is brutal. I mean, so it's not just the blue dragons with the Wombo combo. It is the red dragons with DL2 breath. It is wizards with hurt more. It is wolf lords with sleep. We have any one of a number of enemies in Sherlock that will deplete your resources. So, I mean, okay, so let's say Couch just gets 8 MP here, gets 1 more heal more. Is he a statistical favorite? Probably. But he's a statistical favorite only if he gets there with full resources, which given what we've seen in Sherlock is no guarantee.
I'm surprised that... Oh, okay, he was doing a heal walk. Again, trying to preserve those MP, wants to spend every single one of those on Hurtmores, on these Armored Knights, and nothing else. Gonna try to heal up here. I think only the Green Dragons can even do any kind of... Well, no, Axe Knights are here too, so... There are quite a few things that can do a little damage to him down here. And hits a 64 and does not kill the Axe Knight. The chip damage here, the Seed is struggling against Couch as best it can.
So it does look like Sparko is heading south and east of Tangential here, so she will come across the Tablet Cave with the Harp and the Harp Cave.
Yeah, but did she take the long way around or the shorter path here? Because the long way around had a much heftier swamp to walk through, and I think that's what I see on the horizon. I do recognize these Magi Wyverns, though. They were fairly lucrative earlier in the seed. Oh, there are those werewolves with sleep. Baby breath, definitely preferable to being put to sleep here, I dare say.
But keep in mind, though, that baby breath is actually sort of significant. Why? Because generally speaking, when you get to Sherlock, you start defense breaking a lot of enemies, and werewolves are one of the enemies you defense break first. I think wizards, stair wyverns, and then werewolves. So you would actually prefer them to attack, especially I think defense power 89. You would prefer werewolves to attack than do baby breath, because at that point the baby breath is still doing more damage.
And Sparko here in sight of the Tablet Cave, which we know has the Silver Harp, and immediately north of it, the Shrine Cave to turn it in. She'll feel really nice about how convenient this is after she walks the harp back out.
Yep, and I do believe she does know where the Jerk Cave is, right near Breckenary, so she's going to get her rainbow drop fairly quickly.
Yeah. Then it's just an issue of find coal for your armor and find a good grind.
And of course, we do know that the good grind is under Garenham.
No, playing the sweet melody on the harp. Not going to get a random encounter here, though.
Yep. Unfortunately, there are no encounters here in the Tablet Cave, even if you summon them with a harp.
This would have actually been a pretty fascinating seed if we had the harp as a starting item in the throne room. Just because of how rude the monsters were, I would have been very unsurprised to see people spamming that harp to call encounters to them.
Sparko, what you do?
Well, Couch has hit level 16, is up to 10 heal mores, 130 maximum HP.
So Sparkover saw the Shrine Cave, did not turn in the harp, and then she was memeing. She wanted to play the harp for an enemy and make the enemy smile.
I mean,
that's what she was doing.
Sparko makes all of us smile, so I feel that's fairly appropriate. Very, very on brand for Sparkover. Couch looking to be doing a little calculation here, see if he's quite ready. He did hit level 16, if we can get those level 16 stats up on the tracker. I believe it's 130 max HP, 80 MP. So it's 10 heal mores, doing 9 to 18 per swing. It's for an average of 13 and a half, right?
Yep. So you need, what, 10, 11, 12 swings? Yeah, it's go mode. This is go time. But
Yep.
only if you have full resources when you get down there.
Yeah, so Couch will need a little bit of that luck to avoid and evade and run from some of those rude monsters. But other than that, this is looking like a very good level. Yeah, like Mecha is pointing out in chat, it's there. It's what you need. You do need a little bit of luck, but if that pendulum swings the other way, opens up a lot for your opponent, which is exactly what Sparko needs.
And Sparko just finding out that the red dragons do in fact have Dragon Lord 2 breath.
Couch checking his herb count, seeing if he needs to do any more shopping. A slime approaching here at the end as if to taunt him for how long it took to get that first level. Meanwhile, how far away was Sherlock and what town was nearest it for purposes of restocking?
I thought it was Cole. I thought Cole was nearest Sherlock.
Yeah, and I know Cole is actually not in it. Well, it doesn't matter if we have the armor, but Cole and Catlin, I think, were the only two towns not in the midst of a swamp this seat.
I do believe you are correct. Or was it no? This actually looks like Breckenridge is the closest town.
Yeah, well, Couch has made it with all his MP intact after that walk. I assume his HP are maxed out as well. Let's see if any of these rude wombo combo-y monsters decides to get in his way on his walk to the Dragon Lord.
And Sparkover going back into the mountain cave. I think she's setting up a gold grind. I think. Or did she not make it down to this area on her previous dive? She might not have made it here on her previous dive. Okay, so here's a red dragon. How tough will it be for Couch to get away from this red dragon? 2-3 attempts, not bad. Didn't see a Dragon Lord breath, so pretty fortunate there.
Sparko, meanwhile, has finished off the mountain cave. Gonna head on up. Here is Garenham and the swamp cave in the back.
I believe she knows that a large shield is here and is picking up the large shield.
And Couch, meanwhile, may be regretting not buying a spare torch. Does definitely not want to spend MP on the Radiant spell at this point. Bonking his way through. I'm sure he knows the layout, but it's still... moving in this game is very tricky in the dark if you are not just a pro at it like some of you racers are.
Hey, don't include me in there. I don't do that stuff in the dark. Sparko picking up some gold so she can go stay at an inn.
These Armor Knights hitting Couch for a paltry 15 ahead. Okay, there's a 25. 3 can't runs in a row. Finally gets away.
Now, 101 agility is a really nice number if it actually matters for anything.
Yep. He's in the big U-shaped room right now.
So I think he's relatively safe. I don't think there are blue dragons on these bottom floors here. I don't think. So worst case scenario on this incoming Spike Tail would be the blue dragon. Second worst case would be the red dragon.
Yeah, because Couch definitely will not want to spend the MP on a stop spell here, just because that will cost him a heal more during the Dragon Lord fight. Side note, though, have we seen any monsters with heal more this seed?
I don't think so. Not yet.
But on the other hand, when it comes to red dragons, I'm not sure we've fought them long enough to really know if they do or not. So red dragon with big breath and heal more, that could be a little nasty.
Yeah, it could. Ooh, and it
Fingers
is a
crossed
red
for-
dragon.
I mean, just to even things up a little bit, I think a heal more would be great here. And Sparko about to deal with whatever is on the Hawksness tile, which we know guards a flute. And a golem probably ain't it. Couch saying goodbye to this red dragon. Make some red dragon stew out of it in a heartbeat and entering his Dragon Lord fight. With
And
the Death Necklace, this will only take about 10 or 11 hits.
We'll put on the Death Necklace. So now he will be doing 12 to 13 damage for an average of 17 and a half.
You'd love to see that hit of 50 on the Dragon Lord right at the start, but apparently forgot how to cast Stop Spell, just loading up with the Hurtmores. Couch makes it through with over 49 HP, though. You'll like to see that. And does not get surprised with this 101 agility. 18 out the gate.
So, well, I'm not going to say the Couch has it in the bag. He is a most definite favorite here in this fight.
Oh yeah, 36 damage already. Ooh, a big 22, bring it up to 58. That's over a third.
All right, Couch is closing in on this kill here. I think the next swing might do it. You know, he's already, I believe, 135 damage. Okay, Xpod confirms 135 for me in chat. This swing could kill it, and the Dragon Lord is down.
Get your GGs out. Couch has pulled this off. He's got to warp back to Tantagel, talk to the king, and that does it. A very cruel seed rolled by CD Improv for the Racers tonight. Luck broke Couch's way early, and he capitalized on it throughout the seed.
So Couch 23 will move on and face the winner of Silverfire versus Thurwolf, which is to come later in the week. Okay, and with that ding, we do have Couch 23 joining us here in Discord. Couch, my friend, well played. Good game.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, Couch, how did you feel when you hit the 15th minute and finally reached level 2? What was going through your head at that moment?
I don't even know. I was just like, man, I can't find anything.
Did you consider requesting a reroll at any point with the restreamer?
I thought about it, but I mean, it was a swamp. It was a swamp seed. Why not? Why not just stick with it?
So you say you couldn't find anything. Well, you did find those red slimes there just south of Tantagel Castle, and that is really what kind of got you ahead. And then you got the blue slime kill, and once you got level 2, man, level 2, you were off to the races. That was a great level.
Yeah, definitely. The seed just had me worried from the start, and then I got hurt more, and it just kept going, and I got worried there for a little bit. When I didn't find the sword and I had to make the descent, I wasn't sure how deep I needed.
And that descent, man, that was... I haven't seen anything like that in a long time. I mean, you just made your way down there seemingly with, little problem. It kind of baffled everybody just how easily you got down there the first time, especially with those blue dragons roaming the top couple floors with the wombo combo, with the sleepy L2 combo. We're like, okay, blue dragon's going to take him down at some point, and it never did.
I'm almost willing to believe that agility is a thing after seeing how retreats you were able to accomplish that seed.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty crazy. I can't believe I won. That's all that's going through my head right now.
Sparkover is for sure absolutely no lightweight at this game. The issue for Sparkover, unfortunately, she never found the red slimes, and the blue slimes to the west of Tantagel were scarce for her. She didn't get level 2 until about an hour and 2 minutes into the seed, and that was after 100+ deaths.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, Sparkover does find coal and picks up her armor.
Oh yeah, with that, she is going to be on a roll going forward. She already has her rainbow drop. We, at this point, know, of course, where the sword is. I'm uncertain if she's cleared every cave, but if she finds Charlock, she is in great shape to wrap this seed up in a hurry.
I believe she's already used the rainbow drop, or I know she's seen Charlock.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
So, Couch, you're now going to take on the winner of Silverfire versus Thurwolf. Any thoughts on that matchup?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I know they're both quite good.
Couch, after your five Swiss rounds plus this bracket match, do you have any preference on who actually rolls your seeds going forward in the tournament? Anyone you would like to see restricted from that privilege?
Nah, nobody's ever restricted. I mean, I'll play whatever seed. It doesn't matter. I mean, if I get too frustrated with it, I mean, you can always ask for a reroll.
Oh, CD Improv, I'm just picking on you a little bit. It's all good. It was a very interesting seed. Nightdew in the chat is wondering, why didn't you do a gold grind? You had seen the flame sword and the silver shield. Had a great gold grind opportunity. Why did you just pass that up?
I just don't gold grind for some reason. Like, unless I know there's a close town that I can make it to, like, without any risk, I'll do it. But usually I won't gold grind. I'll just pick up a large shield and wing it until I find the armor or the sword.
Yeah, and as it turns out, the silver shield might have even been a little overkill there, given that your agility was 101 when you went down to go beat on the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, I actually didn't pay attention to it till I went to go take stairs and accidentally opened my status, and I happened to glance at the agility and it was 101. I hadn't paid attention to it since before that.
And the Death Necklace kind of played out perfectly, put you right at 98 hit points. So no concerns about getting doubles, of course, but with that attack power, Dragon Lord didn't really stand a chance. Were you tempted at all to go at level 15, given how long it had taken you to get that first level?
I was, but I was like, nine's not going to be enough for where I'm at, and I just kind of figured one more, I'll do the Armored Knights and get one more, see what I get, and then decide.
Well, GG's again. Do you have any final thoughts on the seed before we head back over here and focus on Sparko as she wraps up the race?
Not really. Just thank you to the whole crew tonight for commentary, restream, tracking. Thanks to Sparko for being awesome. Yeah, thank you everyone. That's about it.
Thanks again, Couch, and GG. Sparko, meanwhile, has gotten everything she knows she needs, just has to do a little bit of grinding. Picking up the princess for good measure, of course.
And it looks like she's going to head back through the swamp cave.
Yeah, taking a quick step out here, checking the stats.
And well, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, one thing that is convenient is that Sparko is doing her grind before heading down into Charlock. She knows the sword is down there, but she's not using that to kill the the Armored Knights. Hurt more all the way.
So what? She's just going to go back. Okay, I think she's going to go back to grind now, I do believe.
Yeah, contemplating her options most likely. Heading back through here, looks like it's right back to the Armored Knights.
Yeah, I can't imagine her grinding on the golem in Hawksness. So and given that she does have the princess, she definitely had to see the spike tile. So I would think that the Armored Knight grind is definitely to come here, or not.
Curious. Is there a town or cave that she's not been to yet? Or just wanting to see what lies on the second continent?
Maybe she is going to go to Hawksness and grind on the golem with the fairy flute.
Actually, Sparkover has opted to forfeit from the race. She's had enough of the seed. Apparently, does not want to deal with it anymore. Perfectly understandable. She's going to her home. She has a new home now. She's found a land that she can rule with the princess here on Sparko Island.
I decided to retire in a very appropriate spot.
I love it, Sparko. I really do.
I love it. And I also noticed you looking longingly at that one Sparko bridge that was a little to your north that you couldn't access.
Yeah, there was another one that I really wanted it, and I just couldn't get to it, and it was sad. We all cried together, I'm sure.
That was rough, man. That was super rough, my friend. We all feel for you here. That was not a fun start by any stretch of the imagination.
That seed gave everyone reasons to cry. Oh my goodness.
Zedman, do not lie to me. You were laughing inside, right? There was a little part in you that I'm sure was enjoying watching that happen to me.
I will vouch for Zedman here, and that's that for the first 5 minutes, yeah, it was a little hilarious. For the first 5 minutes. By the 10-minute mark, it was just not like this. So maybe a little bit of schadenfreude, but it quickly gave way to sincere dismay.
Yeah, I mean, that's that's honestly a pretty bad way to have to leave the tournament, but I suppose that is Randomizer.
Yeah, unfortunately. So any ideas as to how many deaths you actually took before getting to level 2?
No. Probably quite a few.
Do you think you hit triple digits?
I won't lie, I actually did just open up the Randomania for the stream room, so I do see my final number, so.
Yeah, you were about, I think, 101, 102 when you hit
I
level
got a
2.
PB.
That's congratulations. That's a great PB to have. Maybe.
Question mark?
Maybe. Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, there's just really not much to say about this other than some words that I'm probably not allowed to say on this channel.
Well, you're allowed to say them. It's just the backlash we would get if you said them.
Heck.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Wow!
Censors,
my
censors,
ears are burning.
please.
My ears are burning.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a peek. It looks like Couch was done at level 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as much as I like to be a trooper and finish things out, I'm just not very much in the mood to sit there and grind on an armored knight forever. If I had a chance of fighting the Dragon Lord, I probably would have attempted to it, but I figured I probably would have had to go for a bit of a grind, and that's just not too much of a point to that right now.
Yeah, you wouldn't
At
have
least
even
the
gotten
coordinates are a bear.
Indeed. Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten heal more until level 15, and then it would have been very borderline to go. Level 16 was certainly the level.
Yeah. I mean, after you got to level 2, it didn't seem that bad. It's just when it takes you an hour to get there, that's what we call a doozy. Can we call it a doozy?
That's a doozy.
Oh no, we're saying bad words again.
Yes, that is certainly. I think a doozy would be a good way to put it. That is a that was a seed. That was a seed that exists, and if you or Nescard or both of you have some sort of a ritual seed burning process, I recommend that you do that, and you might want to also cast an exorcism on your computer for even housing that seed to begin with.
Hey, I mean, I'm not the one who rolled it. I think CD Improv might have a tiny bit of like Valkyrie inside her somewhere, because that's up in our ranks.
Yeah, that was certainly a Sparko Scala special there.
I definitely got some Rando Royale vibes from that one. That's for certain. Do you want to venture a guess of the time frame between you're hitting level 2 and Couch is hitting level 2, just based on the finish times, perhaps?
Let's see. That's 137, and I think I quit about not too long after that. I mean, I don't know. If I'm level 13 now and I was just grinding on Armored Knights for a bit, I want to imagine probably somewhere in the 50 to 55-ish minute range.
About he got level 2 at about 15 minutes, and then of course yours was pretty close to the 1 hour mark. So
I think I beat the 1 hour mark barely.
yeah, so definitely the catch up was real. It was just that initial. It was not just a hump to get over. It was an entire Mount Everest or something of that magnitude. Just very, very rude early enemies like that.
Yeah, I like the part where I saw a slime like almost instantly and then just never saw one again for, like 50 something minutes. Like, that's just when you know they're there and don't know exactly where they are.
And when they're guarded by their friends, the Armored Knights.
Yeah, that too. I like how Armored Knights were like 10 steps away from the starting castle. Like, that's very welcoming.
Well, and it's something that even High Spirits mentioned in chat, that the slimes and the Armored Knights were in the same group. So it was kind of ridiculous, the number of Armored Knights you saw versus the number of slimes you saw. Because it was, you saw so many more armored knights as opposed to slimes. It was rather ridiculous.
It really was. I mean, I knew they existed nearby, and even if I didn't exactly pinpoint where the exact first one was, like I knew I was in the vague area. I was pretty sure it was in the same zone as wherever the magician was, and yet I just never saw one. I don't know. I honestly don't have a whole lot to say about that, just because it was very awful for an hour, and then, I mean, things weren't that bad once you got moving, but it's just,
Yeah, it's just getting moving sometimes, getting that initial inertia going sometimes. And this seed definitely kind of sort of sucked.
yeah.
Awful for an hour, and then you finally start moving. That sounds like most mornings. If only it weren't 9:00 p.m.
I never found Erdrick's coffee. I was never able to get going.
Well, reminder everyone, make sure you follow both Sparkover and Couch. They went through this seed tonight for your pleasure. If you can even call it that, just tons of endurance just to stick with it. Sparko, you're amazing. Everyone in this community knows you're amazing. So GG's. And yeah, anything exciting on the horizon?
I don't know. I guess I have a lot of free time now.
Snaptober?
I think Snaptember is the trend, but I would extend it another month.
All right, so I think with that, I think we're going to do a pretty quick transition over to Randomania 2, which right now has Mr. Holmes versus Empty Eye. So for the restreamer, CD Improv, for the tracker, Cyberdark, for my co-commentator, Invenerable, I am Z-Man. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go watch another race. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.